Hello everybody, I'm eTrains, and today I'm going to be talking about the Cubecraft EggWars Season 2. I don't have a script for this, so this is going to be kind of scuffed, but yeah. So Season 2 came out on July 19th, 2023, yesterday as of this recording. The video is probably not going to come out today, I don't know. I'm working on MCC Rising 2 applications and stuff, but anyway, I wanted to talk about why the update is, pretty bad. And I'm going to be playing it while doing it. First of all, as you can see, the generators are a lot slower. They don't start during the games anymore. Now, that wouldn't be as much of a problem if they, lowered prices and stuff, but they didn't. This is overpowered. Yes, this is overpowered. They did for the Stone Sword, 18, but it's not enchanted anymore. In fact, none of the stuff is enchanted, which is kind of a problem. Because that means you take damage way faster. You'll see what I mean. Blocks are more expensive now, which means rushing is slower. I would normally have both of those bases gone by now. By now. You go straight to iron, which is fine, I guess, because it's not enchanted. But that was weird. That was a weird glitch. But that doesn't really help because look, alright, I'm gonna go to mid. Also, I like the concrete now. I think that's better. You're getting in the void. No, get out of here. So, once I rush that next person, because, they kind of, they kind of don't have stuff. But you'll see that you take damage so much faster in fights, which wouldn't be as much of a problem if the stuff didn't take so long to get. You saw how long it took me to get basic stuff. Okay, they're clearly not... Alright, they're good. But you saw how long it took me. Which means that every time you die, which is going to happen a lot more often now because of how easy it is to get really good stuff, and it just doesn't matter, you just get wiped out whether you're good or not. You just get sent back to your island, and then you have to get your stuff again. You keep some stuff. You keep, pickaxes or whatever. I don't know. It's weird. But, yeah. Now you use emeralds to enchant stuff. So, I actually haven't done this yet. Why would you need that? You want protection. That's so much... Alright, I'm just finding this out. No sword enchantments. So, they basically did a rebalancement of the game so that the nons would have an easier time playing. But, I mean, if you're real... Cubecraft? If you really want to appeal to the nons more, is throwing your experienced players under the bus really the best way to go about that? There's so many speedrunners and leaderboard grinders in the Cubecraft community, and you're just kind of they're just kind of ignoring that, which I don't think is the way to go. I'm a speedrunner, and guess what? I'm never gonna get the world record because the game is so much slower now. What if I just want to hop on? Okay, still can't do that. They didn't change that. All right. What if I just want to hop on Cubecraft and get a couple rounds in? Well, I'm lucky to get one game of EggWars in because of how much slower it is. That was a good rush, but, still. It takes so much longer, especially if you mess up. You can't mess up. Okay, they actually got stuff around the egg. So now the nons actually have a chance, which I'm all for. That's fine. But if you're really just going to annihilate the skill factor in favor of whoever has the best gear, this game is actually going pretty decently in regards to that. No one's really getting stuff. But when it gets to late game and people have just been base camping and they get diamond armor and you literally just can't do anything to them because they have better stuff. It happens so quickly. I know that always used to happen in late game. But it happens so much faster now, where they get such good stuff so quickly, and then it just doesn't matter if you're good or not. They're still gonna win, because they have the better stuff, because of how fast you take damage. Look at this. Look at this. I'm hitting them... Okay, that was actually a decent combo. But I took damage, so they did 3 hearts per hit there, as you can see. So let's see what I respawn with. Hypixel, they have this same syst... Cubecraft? Now, Hypixel has the same kind of system where, you take damage quicker because the stuff isn't, all the way enchanted. The reason that works is because you respawn with a lot of your stuff. You don't have to buy everything back. You respawn with basic gear. It keeps the game quick and... Okay, there we go. It keeps the game quick, and you're not constantly worrying about losing all your stuff. But another reason that works is because the game is slower paced. It's Java Edition. It's not as fast. You're not bridging at the speed of light. So you assume that it's going to be slower paced. The reason we, who are EggWars players, a lot of us could just go and play Bed Wars and be done with it. But we don't, because we like how fast paced EggWars is. But when you take that away, it's like, what is the point? What separates this from Bed Wars aside from being a more frustratingly slow experience? And I think that's why so many people are upset about this. We know how fun Egg Wars can be, but when you try to turn it into a worse version of Bed Wars just for the sake of appealing to the nons, it just hurts, man. I dare say Egg Wars hasn't had this big of an update or change, I guess, in a long time. I understand that Egg Wars used to be a little different and more like Bed Wars, but oh, jeez, all right. That doesn't mean that it has to be now, because that's not what the audience is looking for as much. Okay, I respawn with emeralds and my stone pickaxe. Nothing else. I respawn with a pickaxe. I'm not saying that I would like you to respawn with anything. Just make the generators faster! Please? Okay? That's all I'm asking. Make the generators faster. So, at the very least, even with these high shot prices, it's at least not as frustrating. So, I'm not going to keep ranting about how bad it is. I'm actually going to say what I would do to honestly fix it. I do think Egg Wars is worthy of a little bit of a change. I'm all for that. But don't completely change the way Egg Wars is played for a large amount of people. Okay? So, honestly, what I would do is obviously speed up the gens. I think that's necessary. You don't have to lower the prices. You can change the prices. I don't care. Just make the generators a little faster if you're gonna do that, or have them start before the game, or do both preferably. You know, it'd be that'd be better. I could live for that. I just realized I didn't have armor this entire time. I was like, why did I take damage so fast? That's a me problem. That's not a Cubecraft problem. I think the generators could be okay, we're good. I think the generators could be a much more integral part of the gameplay if you made generator sludge more useful. I think just having sludge that you could throw at whatever island you wanted, that'd be a lot of fun. And that's a way that making the generators frustratingly slow wouldn't put blame on Cubecraft. Oh, it's a feature. Okay, alright, that's doable. That's fine. Another thing I would do, please bring the enchanted leather armor back. I know they want a purpose for emeralds, but honestly, emeralds were fine as a late game item. You don't need to introduce them into the main gameplay just for the sake of having them. I don't think that's a good way to go about this. Honestly, the emeralds can stay as they were. We were fine with it. If the nons want to have a super long game and get emeralds involved, that's fine. They were great for Egg Wars Mega too. Don't make them what you need to have a certain integral part of the previous gameplay, especially when you can't even use them for what the previous mechanic was used for. You can't add prot. You just can't do it. So bring back the enchanted leather armor for OP, okay? I don't even know what normal is like. It's probably slower. So yeah, you don't need the emeralds to be super important. They weren't the best addition in the first place. Don't worry about it that much. Don't overthink it. That's my opinion on that. Keep the concrete though. I like the concrete. It is a brighter color. I appreciate that. All right. It looks cool. You can keep that. Honestly, slowing down the pickaxes, concrete the main purpose of the concrete, I think, was to slow down the pickaxes a little bit. They're already unenchanted, so, like, you don't need it. But if you absolutely must slow down the pickaxes, the concrete is fine. I think that's a good addition. But, like, the rest of this, no. Also, my shop is lagging. Can I please buy some blocks? I'm looking at you, villager. Hello? Okay. I'm gonna go to this one. I'm gonna go to this one over here at purple. But yeah, that's what I would do. And then for a seasonal update, honestly, this whole rebalancing thing could be the update, only done actually well. I don't know, man. It just makes me kind of sad to see EggWars just go from being, you know, EggWars to being Bed Wars, but worse. So what does this mean for the future of the channel? Because, yeah, I'm an EggWars channel. What am I going to do? Well, honestly, I have faith that they will listen to the community and fix some of these things, if not all of them. I don't think they're going to fix all of them, but I have faith that they'll do something. Like, EggWars is not going to last if they keep this. They have to realize that. However, Cubecraft, I am well aware that there are many people who are not going to be nearly as forgiving as I am on this subject. So please, fix it soon. Hello? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Please fix it soon. Before we lose everybody to, like, the hive. I swear if you combo me off. Not happening. I think this is the first game that I've won of this new EggWars. And honestly, it's not the worst. It's not the worst game ever. If this were what Hive Treasure Wars was like, I wouldn't be upset. It's fine. It's weird, sometimes frustrating, and okay, Cubecraft crashed again. It's a weird, frustrating take on the EggWars genre, but you know what? It's all right. The problem is, this is EggWars. This is the OG. And I think changing your game to be more like the copies of the game, when this is the most popular game on your server, changing it to be like the copies of it is just not a smart move. Because all they're doing is trying to appeal to the 7-year-olds, alright? But in doing that, it's just hurting all the people that actually take this game seriously. But yeah, I'm sticking with Cube for now. I might do more like Bridges or Skywars content. I like the Skywars changes they made, because guess what? They didn't completely change the game to work completely differently. Also, why are they all just like leaving? This makes no sense. Yeah, all the other games are like exactly the same with minor updates to be more modern. It's good. They didn't completely rebrand the game to have a completely different style of gameplay. So yeah, that's about all I have to say. I really think it needs changes, like everyone's been saying. That's a no-brainer. But yeah, thanks for watching. And Cubecraft, please fix it. Please.